Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Kerry Schneider along with Jason Staum and Jeremy Marcos, and tonight the Wildcats are back home at the Jasper High School gym hosting county rival Northeast Dubois. The Jeeps come into tonight's game with an 8-6 record and winners of, 5 of the last 7 contests. While the Wildcats a little bit on a slide right now. They are 6-7, a game below 500 now after a loss last week to Evansville Harrison at Evansville. Cats have fallen in 4 of the last 5 contests. But Jason Staum, as we go into tonight's game against Northeast Dubois, is a game the Wildcats, want to obviously get in and play well against. Because after tonight, the next 3 games are going to be very difficult for the Cats, needless to say. But here it is. It's homecoming. You're playing in front of a big crowd. And what better a night it is to play some of your best basketball in front of the home crowd like this.
Yeah, Kerry, you're right. It's time that we take that next step forward. We're getting, we talk about the seasons kind of broke down into quarters or halves or however you want to say it. But, we're getting towards the end, and we need to start playing our best basketball of the year. It's the thing that people have to remember is it's not like a light switch that you just turn it on. It takes some time and it takes some games to get to that point. So we need to start playing better progressively.
And it's a situation where I think we used it before last week, I believe at Harrison, where it's finding an identity, and so forth within this ball club, and leadership needs to be found, and players just need to step up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We've talked about that. We need some guys out there on the floor. Early in the year we talked about our inexperience, but we're into our 14th game now, so you can kind of throw that inexperience factor out the window. Guys have played. They should have gotten used to playing varsity basketball by now. Now the excuses are gone.
Exactly.
It's time to step up and play big boy ball now.
When you have this, we've only changed the lineup once this year, and for the most part, we're only playing 7 players. So you got a chemistry out there that you got to figure out. Well, both teams are on the floor right now, ready to get things underway. Northeast Dubois will have their starting lineup of Drew Schraring, Maddox Snell, Grant Guller, Adam Dooley, and Clay Furman, while the Wildcats on the floor with their regular starting lineup of Will Wallace, Braden Giesler, Andrew Noblet, Max Butel, and Logan Day. The Jeeps had the basketball in the first possession of the night. It is homecoming, as we said, and we'll talk a little more about that as we go along tonight. Here's a three-point shot. It is off the mark and no good. Rebound Wildcats, and it will be Butel to bring it up for the Cats as I get myself situated here and find my score sheet. Shot is off, no good. Giesler down low with the rebound. He'll put a shot off the glass and in. So the Wildcats draw first blood with Braden Giesler on the rebound basket. It's 2-0 Jasper.
Geese did a nice job there of going up strong, getting that rebound. Looked that back outside. Didn't throw it, but went up strong and was able to convert that.
Traveling violation against the Northeast Dubois Jeeps. As we said, the Jeeps coming into this contest with an 8-6 record. They have won 5 of the last 7. They are led by first-year coach Travis Schraring, 8-6 as we said. Wildcats led by 17-year coach John Gable, 225 and 159, as we said, in 17 years here at Jasper High School. Jasper with the basketball. Noblet finds Butel down low. Butel on the dribble, back to Nobby, and he'll drive down the lane. Stop, put it up on the glass and in. Andrew Noblet gets his first 2. It's 4-0 Jasper.
I like the fact that he didn't settle for the outside shot. We're aggressive going to the hole.
Dooley with the basketball. Here is Snell, and he will lose the handle. A foul is going to be called. It looks like it will go against the Jeeps, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be actually on Dooley. Or sorry, Snell, I should say. So Maddox Snell will pick up the personal. He will sit down as number 2, Burkamp. Harp Burkamp will come into the contest. Noblet on the wing, down low to Will Wallace. Wallace forces the shot up, no good. Rebound Northeast Dubois, and the Jeeps are on the run.
We can't let that penetration get all the way to the basket like he just did there.
4-2 is our score. I was looking down. I didn't get who got the shot.
I believe it was Dooley.
Oh, Dooley, okay. I apologize. I was just looking down my sheet.
Dubois switched to a zone now.
Giesler with a baseline jumper, up and in.
Against the zone, that's the shot that's going to be there. That short, Jasper calls that the short corner, and if you can get the ball there, it's going to be wide open.
So 6-2 is our score. 3-point shot is off the mark, no good by Dooley, and he tries to get his own rebound, but loses the handle, and Giesler has it for the Wildcats. Here's Butel bringing it up the floor. Deals it over to Noblet on the right wing. Andrew out to Giesler on the left wing now. Noblet in the corner. Whistle, and
Giesler's going to pick up a blocking foul, I believe.
So the foul will go against Braden Giesler. He'll be his first, team's first of the quarter. So the Jeeps have the basketball, trailing by 4, 6-2. Here's a three-point shot up and in by Trip Verkamp, who just came off the bench. Verkamp has his first points of the night. It's 6-5.
Looks like Dubois is going to play a zone when they score and a man when they miss.
Here's a rebound shot by Wallace, does not fall, but he will be fouled in the play.
Wally did a good job of getting that rebound, but when he went back up, he was off balance. Instead of taking a power dribble and going up strong for a chance of a three-point play, he just kind of threw it up there.
Grant Goller will be nailed on the personal, his first, team second of the quarter. Wallace will shoot two. First one is off the mark, no good. 6-5 is our score. Wallace with the second free throw coming. This one does fall. 1 point for Wally. 7-5 is our score. 4:50 to go in the first quarter of play here on 18 WJTS. Jeeps with the basketball. They trail by 2. And a whistle and a...
Furman's going to get that blocking foul.
So Clay Furman nailed on the personal on the offensive foul. Third team foul already here in the first quarter, Jason. We're still 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I think 2 out of those 4 have been blocking fouls, so obviously that's one thing that the officials are going to be watching for, is the moving screen, basically, is what you could call it.
Here's a three-point shot up and in by Logan Day. Day with the three-pointer gives the Wildcats a 5-point lead at 10-5. 10-5 Wildcats. Jeeps with the basketball. Ball stolen away by Butel. He'll bring it up the floor quickly. Almost stolen back by Verkamp. Wallace steals it out to Day. Ball is scrambled. Jeeps come up with it. Shot is blocked, but a foul is going to be called. Grant Goller went up for the layup, and I believe it was Noblet that came in on him, and it will be Noblet nailed on the personal. So for Nobby, his first foul. Second team foul for Jasper here in the first quarter. And Grant Goller will go to the line to shoot 2. Goller's first one is on the way. It's short. Off the front of the rim. 10-5 is our score. Goller looking for his first points. He misses that one as well. And Andrew Noblet comes up with a rebound for Jasper, and Andrew will bring it up the floor. Day out to Giesler. Giesler top of the key. Wallace down low.
Up strong.
Up and strong he goes for the basket. Will Wallace picks up his first bucket. He's got 3 on the night. 12-5 Jasper.
I don't think Dubois has got an answer for Wally inside tonight if we can just get him the ball and let him go to work.
Furman down low, works on Wallace, turns around and puts a shot in and out and in. Nice shot by Clay Furman on a nice turnaround basket. He's got his first 2. It's 12-7 now. Jasper leads by 5. Here's a 3 on the way. Short, no good by Day. Jasper with the rebound. Butel looks at the three, but instead goes down low to Giesler. Giesler has the ball stripped from his hands. The Chiefs have it, and they're on the run. Shot is up, no good by Greg Goller. Shot this time went in. I missed it.
Believe it might have been Dooley again, but
again.
I'm not 100%
We'll have
sure
to double
either.
check. I apologize. Every time I'm putting down something on my score sheet, the shot goes in for Northeast Dubois. 12-9. The Chiefs are within 3. Here's Noblet from 3 from the corner. It's good. Andrew Noblet has a 3-point basket. He's got 5. Timeout is called with 2:60 to go in the first quarter of play. Jasper 15, Northeast Dubois 9. We're back after this here on 18 WJTS. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium after a timeout by the Jeeps. They trail the Wildcats 15-9.
Yeah, Coach Schraring wasn't happy at all with one of his players, for whoever was supposed to be guarding Noblet there.
Here's a 3-point shot. Is up and in by Grant Goller. Grant's got his first 3 points of the day, and he puts the Chiefs within 3 at 15-12. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Ernie and Foy are in for Jasper.
Chiefs with the basketball now. And the Cats will come up with a steal. Noblet comes up with it. Andrew will take it all the way up, but no good, but a foul is going to be called. So Andrew Noblet will go to the line. Andrew's got 5.
Not a very clean played first quarter. So far, I've unofficially got Dubois for 5 turnovers and Jasper for 4.
Andrew Noblet, who has 5 points, will go to the line and he'll shoot 2. 4 fouls on the Jeeps now here in this first quarter. A little discussion with the officials.
I'm not sure what this is
Not
about.
sure what the what's in question. What could be either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Noblet nails the first of 2. In the lineup for the Jeeps is number 30, Aiden Sheets. Sheets a junior at 6 foot.
Now the other 2 officials are talking, so I'm not sure.
Now they're coming over and making an explanation to Travis Schraring and I guess eventually to the scorer's bench. Of course, John Gable standing there wondering what in the world's going on. Well, we got a minute. The score is kind of reset things right now. By the way, I got caught up on my scoring.
Did you?
Thanks to Coach Gobert over there in the Wits booth. 12 is our scorer. And Noblet will be going to the line. He hit his first. Andrew with 6 points. He'll have another one coming.
Your guess is as good as ours as to what that was all about.
I'm not going to even get it a bother.
No.
Noblet nails the second. He's got 7. Giesler will come back in for the Wildcats. So the Jeeps have the basketball, and Trip Verkamp will bring it up the floor. Verkamp finds Goller. He'll drive to the basket, and he'll draw a foul.
Yeah, he caught that ball coming off the screen, and Ernie was trying to guard him, and he was behind him. Never could get in front of him.
Yeah, and Caden will be called for the blocking foul, his first, team's 3rd. And going to the line will be Goller, and his first one is no good. Goller, second trip to the line, he missed his first 2 and missed that one, so he's 0 for 3 from the stripe right now. New face in the lineup for the Jeeps is Jaden Brewer.
Goller's a 61% free throw shooter.
He does nail that one. Said Jaden Brewer in the lineup now for the Jeeps. 17-13 is our score. 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Jasper with the basketball. They lead by 4. Giesler tries to find Day out there, and the ball is knocked away. Scramble for it. Wallace comes up with it somehow, and the Jasper Wildcats will have possession again. Day finds Foy in the backcourt. Ernie on the left wing. Foy, Day, back to Ernie. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Long pass crossed away. Day comes up with it. Here's Ernie now. Day will work it in the corner. Tries to find Giesler down low. He's got it. Here's a three on the way up and good. 3-point basket by Logan Day. Good ball movement on that possession, Jason.
It was, and it was all dictated by going inside, outside a little bit. But like you said, moving the basketball from side to side.
Day's got 5 points. Jasper leads it now by 7. 20-13 is our score. 12 seconds to go. Chiefs obviously going for the last shot. Goaler, top the key, shot up and no good by Dooley at the horn. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Jasper 20, Northeast Dubois 13. Back after this on 18 WJTS. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, Kerry Schneider, Jeremy Marcos, and Jason Stum are with us this evening as we bring you the second quarter of action. Jasper leads it 20-13, and they will have the basketball. Noblet in the corner. Ooh. Day now with it, out to Giesler, or excuse me, make that Ernie, my apologies. Caden now, right hand dribble, moves to the left, turns it to Noblet. He'll turn around and he will be fouled on the missed shot.
Dubois was in a 2-3 zone there, and Nobby did a good job of kind of just hanging back and looking for the opening in the zone in the crease and found it. Got off a nice shot.
He was able to draw the foul from Jaden Brewer, and Noblet, he's got 7 points, and actually now has 8 as he nailed that first one. He's got the second one as well. 9 points for the Wildcats senior. And the Cats lead it by 9. 22-13. Chiefs with the basketball. Whistle and a traveling violation is called against Northeast Dubois. Brewer is nailed on the turnover. Jeeps, a little bit of difficulty on the turnover side tonight.
Yeah, I've got them for 7 already here. Only a little over a quarter into the game, so.
Right now, Jasper with a 9-point lead.
Dubois got out of their zone. They're back to man-to-man now.
Day with it. Noblet top of the key, back to Day, down low to Giesler. Ernie deals it out to Gies. Here's Foy down the lane, puts the shot up and a foul. Jace Foy, nice drive to the basket to get the bucket and to draw a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot one.
You know, one thing that I really like tonight, Kerry, is our aggressiveness of going to the basket. We're not settling for the outside shot, and to me, it's a lot easier to get involved in the game and get your heart rate pumping and all that as Foy completes that three-point play. But it's a lot easier when you're doing that, when you're catching and going to the basket. You're going hard, you're playing hard, instead of just catching it and trying to shoot the three-pointers all the time.
As Jason said, Foy completes the three-point play. He's got 3. He will take a break as well. The whistle as a shot is forced and is no good by Grant Goler. And Goler will go to the line to shoot 2 after he draws the foul. Looks like it was on Noblet. Andrew Noblet will pick up his second. Goler, who has 4 points tonight, nails the first of 2. Started off 1 for 4 at the line. Now has hit 2 in a row. Foy comes right back into the ball game, and he'll replace Noblet, who of course just picked up his second foul. Next one is short. Rebound comes off to the Wildcats. Max will bring it up the floor. Foy in the corner. Giesler. Wallace now atop of the key. Wallace on the wing. Will inside the lane, deals it out. The Day, and then here comes Giesler down to the baseline. Tries to find Wallace down low, but the ball is stolen away by the Jeeps. Adam Dooley with it, hands it off to Furman, and a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats.
Butel's going to pick that one up.
So Max Butel does pick up the foul, his first. Both teams with 2 fouls now, 2 team fouls here in the second quarter. 5:55 to go. Here's a 3 on the way. It's off the mark, no good by Drew Schraring. And the Wildcats have the basketball. Butel on the wing. Foy. Day out to Butel for 3, good. And a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats away from the basketball. The shot will count, it looks like. So that was Butel with the 3, wasn't it?
Butel with the 3 and Wallace with the foul, I believe.
So foul will be called on, yes, it will be called on Will Wallace for his first, and now the third team foul for the Wildcats. As we said, the 3-point shot will count and makes the score 28-14. Jasper doubling up the Jeeps right now. Here's a shot up and no good. And the Wildcats will have the basketball. Butel with it. Deals it out to Day. Day on the wing. Wallace now. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wallace takes it down the baseline, puts a shot up, no good, won't fall. And Northeast Dubois with the basketball, and the foul is going to be called, looks like on Logan Day, as he bumped into Grant Guller.
Wally's got to finish that on that end down there on the offensive end. I mean, he got there with his dribble, got good position, but he didn't get his shoulders squared to the basket and kind of shot it sideways.
So with the foul, 14 foul now for Jasper here in the second quarter. Northeast Dubois with the basketball. They trail 28-14. Drive down the baseline. And a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. And it will go against Wallace, and that's his second. So Will Wallace picks up his second foul now. And going to the line, now that they are in a bonus, will be the Jeeps' number 10, Grant Guller. Guller nails that one. Guller has 5 points in this contest. Next one is good. Guller is 4 for 7 in this contest already.
Yeah, he's their leading free throw shooter as far as attempts. He's attempted coming in tonight 74 free throws. So
actually,
I mean,
take that back, 4 for 8. My apologies.
Yeah, I mean, he's used to getting to the line. I mean, he's their leading scorer at 12.7 points a game, but you know, he's obviously aggressive, gets to the line a lot.
Foul was called on Northeast Dubois' Clay Furman.
Dubois was in a different defense that time. They were in a 1-3-1 zone. I don't know what now they're back in their 2-3 maybe with the half court.
Ernie with the basketball, top of the key. Butel now with it. Max steals it over to Dave.
We don't need to be in a hurry. I mean, we've got a 12-point lead.
4 minutes to go in the second quarter. As Jason said, 12-point lead, 28-16 Jasper.
There you go. Turn and go to the basket.
Butel in the corner. Ernie down to Giesler. Here's a 3 on the way. Good by Logan Day. His second three-pointer. He's got 8 tonight. 31-16 Jasper.
Against the zone, there's nothing better than ball reversal and passing the ball because you can pass it faster than what the defense can move.
Here's a shot up and in down low by number 25, Clay Furman, who's got his 4th point 31-18 now. Wildcats on top.
Now they're in that 1-3-1. I guess it's kind of like a half-court trap, but they're not really trapping a lot out of it. Don't get in a hurry. Just be patient.
3 minutes to go in the first half. Giesler down low, missed a shot, tries to get his own rebound, gets it back, deals it back out. Here's Day for three, in and out, no good. And Furman has the rebound, and he will deal it out to Goller. Back out, and Goller on the wing, guarded by Butel. Furman now deals it out to Dooley. Dooley will drive the baseline. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Here's a three on the way. Off the mark, no good by Grant Guller. It'll be out of bounds. It'll belong to Jasper. And checking in for Travis Schrering's ball club will be number 30, Aiden Sheets, excuse me. Wow. I believe Noblet came back in for the Cats, yes. So Andrew Noblet with 9 points in this ball game is back out on the floor. Jasper leads at 31.
Giesler was wide open under the basket, and we didn't see him.
Here's a three on the way, no good by Logan Day. Jasper gets the rebound. Noblet down low. He forced a shot, and he is hammered, and he will go to the line to shoot two. So Noblet, who is 4 for 4 on the line tonight, with 9 points, will go back to shoot two as a foul is going to be called, it looks like on Sheets. Or excuse me, it was Sheets, Aiden Sheets with his first foul. Noblet, as I said, with 9 points, make it 10 as he is now 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
Cheating or what?
Cats 5 of 6 as a team. Actually 6 of 7. Make that 7 of 8. Noblet comes right back on the bench after hitting those two.
I'm not sure why he even put him back in there. I mean, he got a decent lead. I'd protect him the rest of this quarter.
So Andrew likely done for the first half. He's got 11. Northeast Dubois with the basketball, down 33-18. Here's a three-point shot, no good by Schreering. Jeeps come up with the rebound. Dooley on the wing, down low to Schreering. The ball stolen away. Foy, Ernie now. 1:24 to go at the half, till the half. Ernie on the wing. Day fires a three. This one's short, nearly an air ball. And the Jeeps have it as we near the 1 minute mark in the first half. Here's a three on the way. It is off the mark, no good by Burkamp. It'll be out of bounds, and it will belong to Jasper. Noblet now coming back in the contest.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Gable's getting him in on offense and out on defense, but I mean, here we just need to be patient. You know, we got 51 seconds left here in the quarter, and we need to see they're in that 1-3-1. If Giesler would drop to the opposite low post, he'd be wide open.
Logan Day with the basketball to Ernie. Noblet in the corner. Andrew finds Giesler down low, up and in. Nice pass by Noblet to Giesler to pick up the assist. Giesler's got 6 points, 25 seconds to go, 35-18 Jasper. Wildcats outscoring the Jeeps 15-5 in this second quarter, 10 seconds to go. Northeast Dubois will look for the last shot. 4 seconds. Here's a long three off the mark, no good by Burkamp, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half of play. Jasper leads it 35-18, Jason.
Yeah, I thought that, here second quarter there, we did a pretty good job of handling Dubois' multiple defenses they've tried to throw at us. They've went from zone to man to half-court trap a little bit. I thought our guards have done a good job of realizing and figuring out what offense we need to run. But like we talked, there's a couple things I like about this game. One is our ball movement, and two is our aggressiveness of going to the basket. I like that a lot because we're not settling for the outside jump shot. That we have a tendency to do that sometimes. But tonight I feel like, you got to have a happy medium. We're shooting the ball outside, but yet we're still going to the basket also. So I think, from that standpoint, we're doing a good job of moving the ball tonight, and it shows. We got 35 points in the first half. There's been some games we've struggled to get that
over all night.
Yeah, exactly. So, overall, I think the first half has been pretty good for us.
Showed a really good flow on the offensive end. Like a couple of possessions where getting several passes off before even looking at the basket.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We've played the ball. We've went inside, outside a little bit. We've just done a lot of things better tonight than what we have the last few games.
And especially another thing on the defensive end, holding the Jeeps right now to 18 points here at halftime. Yeah. Forcing a lot of turnovers by Northeast.
Yeah, Dubois. I've got Dubois basically for 8 turnovers in the game, and Jasper's got 6, which I would think if there's one negativity about our first half, Coach Gable would probably be the turnovers, but we had 5 in the first quarter and only 1 in the second quarter, so that's an improvement.
All right, just a quick look at the scoring before we take a break. Grant Goller leads the Jeeps in scoring with 7 points here at halftime. Clay Furman with 4, Adam Dooley with 4, and Trip Verkamp with 3 for the Wildcats. They are led in scoring at halftime by Andrew Noblitz, 11 points, 8 points by Logan Day on a pair of 3-pointers and a 2-point shot. 3 points by Jace Foy, 3 points by Max Butel, and 3 points by Will Wallace. Braden Giesler with 6. Before we take a break, we'll mention again, it is homecoming, I should say, halftime of the homecoming game. And we'll take a quick look at what happened tonight prior to tonight's contest. Congratulations goes out to Kaylin Kerr, your 2024 Jasper Basketball Queen. And king this year is Pace Clark. Pace is the son of Jenny and Jamie Clark, while Kaylin, the daughter of Anika and Jacob Kerr. We'll also just take a quick mention of some of the other candidates for 2024. Macy Stiles was a queen candidate. She is the daughter of Brandy and Ryan Stiles. Also, the senior candidates included Allie Freiberger, the daughter of Natalie and Brian. Usman Jafari, the son of Beth Maringer, and Anwar Jafari was also a senior king candidate, along with Noah Lukemeyer, the son of Anita and Steve Lukemeyer. Junior attendants included Kristen Roos, Christopher Sandoval, Chloe Edwards, and Tyson Rue. Sophomore candidates Olivia Helming and Ethan Bauer, as well as Bernadine Dewar and Andrew Tubbs. Freshman candidates are Kendall Corbin, Will Temple, Riley Opal, and Hunter Fortwindow. By the way, the queen was crowned by Griffin Heil and Kate Jerger, the daughter of Leslie and Dean Jerger. Of course, Griffin, the son of Kristen and Gavin Heil, by the way. He was the queen crowner to the queen. Kate Jerger crowned the king this evening. So congratulations on the entire 2024 Jasper Homecoming court. And congratulations especially to your king, Pace Edwards, and the queen, Kaylin Kerr. Again, we'll be back after this for the second half of tonight's game. Jasper leads at 35-18. Back after this here on 18 WJTS. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, Kerry Schneider, Jason Stamm, and Jeremy Marcos are about ready to bring the second half of tonight's game. Northeast Dubois brings out a little bit of a change in their starting lineup, Jay, as we'll go with Drew Verkamp, Grant Goller, Adam Dooley, and Clay Furman, but a change is Trip Verkamp will start the second half. Wildcats with their original starting lineup. There's a 3 on the way, no good, and the Cats will have the basketball. Wallace, Giesler, Noblet, Butel, and Day starting the second half for the Wildcats. They have the basketball. Giesler on the wing finds Day, who will bring it out. Giesler again on the wing, back to Day. Day on the baseline. Looks for Noblet, but the pass is booted, and Noblet's going to be called for pushing off.
I think so too.
And he will.
He didn't think he was going to beat him to the ball, so he kind of give him a little shove to help.
And that's his third foul. So Noblet will pick up his third personal foul, and quickly off the bench will be Caden Ernie. So
Nobby's got to be a little bit smarter there, just from the fact that he's got to know he's got 2 fouls. He's the team leader. They need him out there on the floor. He can't commit that foul that far from the basket.
So Northeast Dubois with the basketball, driving up. The shot is up, no good by Goller, but foul is going to be called again on the Wildcats, so they've already picked up their second foul of the quarter. This one will go on Giesler.
You know, I mean, again, there, you know, we talk about guys thinking they have to block shots all the time. Why don't somebody step in and take a charge?
Grant Goller misses the free throw. He's got 7 points in the first half. I had 7 points in the first half, and struggling at the line, as we talked about a little bit, as the 61% free throw shooter, as you mentioned, and
yeah,
he missed that first one. He'll have another one coming. Second one this time is good. He's got 8. 35-19, Jasper on top.
Dubois is in their 2-3 zone. So now we just need to pass the ball around, move it. There you go. Good.
Down low to Wallace.
He got too far under the basket. See, he took one dribble and picked it up, and he was under the basket as opposed to taking 2 and getting out.
Here's a shot by Goller, is no good. Butel will quickly bring it up the floor. Wallace over to Day. Giesler on the wing. Logan drives to the hole, but was dealing it out to Butel, I believe. Anyway, the foul is going to be called, a blocking foul is going to be called on Northeast Dubois. That will go against Grant Goller, I believe his second. So second foul on the Jeep guard, who leads their scoring tonight with 8. 6:35 to go in the second quarter, and an inbounds pass by Giesler is knocked out of bounds by Aiden Dooley. 35-19 is their score. Just underway here in the third quarter here on 18 WJTS. Wallace steals it out to Day. Actually, Butel, I should say. Now here is Giesler, circles top of the key, finds Day now on the right wing. Wallace at the line. Cats again, Will Payson on here, moving the ball around.
Opposite, there you go, good.
Here is Butel, missing the shot, tip up, no good. Coming down with the board is Clay Furman. Dooley will take it down the court, and he will draw the foul.
Wally did a good job down there that time. He caught the ball in the low post. He looked to the opposite side, which is where the guy's going to be open, and Day did a good job of cutting to the basket.
And the foul is going to be called on Logan Day on the other end. Here's a shot up and in by Drew Schraring. Schraring picks up his first 2, and John Gable wants a full timeout. Full timeout for Coach Gable. Right now, the Wildcats a little bit sluggish starting here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing a decent job on the offensive end of moving it, but we're not finishing. We've had a couple point-blank shots we've missed on defenses where we've got to pick it up a little bit.
However, picking up 3 fouls in just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 5:56 on the clock here in the third quarter of play. Jasper leads at 35-21. We'll take a break and come back after this on 18 WJTS. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, 35-21 is our score. A timeout by Jasper. Jason, kind of regroup a little bit.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I think Coach Gable didn't like what he saw here to start the second half, and was trying to get his guys, back into the flow that we were in the first half.
Cats with the basketball. Ernie, scoop shot, no good. Rebound comes to Schraring, who will bring it up, and a whistle. Did he step out of bounds, maybe?
I believe he did.
They were pointed back to Jasper, so apparently Schraring got too close to the out-of-bounds line. Jasper will have it back. Cats yet to score here in the third quarter. Jeeps with a bucket and a free throw.
Yeah, that's the only good thing is Dubois has only got 3 points, so.
We like to get some of our own.
Yeah.
5.5 minutes already gone left to go in the third. Here's a shot, no good. Rebound by Wallace, that does not fall. Northeast Dubois comes up with it. Dooley will bring it up the floor.
I mean, to me, that's just a lack of concentration. When you get a nice rebound like that, you got to finish that.
Jeeps with the basketball. Dooley will bring it down low, and he'll draw the foul. Let's see what I was on here. Goes on, looks like Max Butel. So for Max, his second. 14 foul for the Cats. Going to the line to shoot two will be Adam Dooley, who has 4 points to his credit on a pair of buckets from the back in the first quarter. He nails the first. He's got 5. Noblet comes back in for the Wildcats. Trip Burkamp talking a little bit with Coach Schraring on the Northeast Dubois sideline. Next one is good by Dooley. Adams got 6. On the other end, Noblet's shot no good. Out of bounds, it belonged to Northeast Dubois. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 35-23. Wildcats still have not yet the scoring column here in the third. Quarter almost halfway gone. Jeeps have it. They trail by 12 still. Here is Dooley, shot up, no good. Rebound, Wallace. Jasper has it. Ernie will bring it up the floor. Wallace. Day. Logan finds Andrew. Noblet's shot up, no good, but he'll draw the foul, it looks like, on Clay Furman. If so, that'll be his third. It will be his third. And Noblet will go to the line. Nobby is 6 for 6 from the line in the first half. He's got 11. He had 11 points in the first half. First one is good. 11 points for the Jasper senior, as Sheets and Brewer come back in the contest for the Northeast Dubois Jeeps. 36-23, Jasper leads it. Andrew will have another free throw coming. He's got, as we said, 12, make it 13, as he is now 8 for 8 from the line tonight.
Andrew's doing a good job of trying to get to the basket tonight, and that's evident with the amount of free throws that he's shot tonight.
Wildcats are 10 for 11 from the line as a team tonight from the line. And a whistle and a foul on Northeast Dubois away from the ball.
Yeah, another blocking foul.
This will go on Grant Goller, who's got his third. So Jeeps right now looking at a little bit of foul difficulty with Furman with 3 and Goller with 3. So 2 of their guards right now staring down a little bit of foul difficulty. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 37-23 is their score. Jasper with the basketball. Here's Wally. Travis loses his footing. He slips and falls, and up with it is Burkamp. Burkamp will deal it out to Dooley. Sheets with it. Goller drives inside the lane, turns and puts it up and in. Grant Goller, nice drive to the hole. He's got his second bucket of the night. Make it, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the night altogether point-wise. That shot is no good. Noblet comes up with it. Here is Wallace, up and in, and a foul. That was Giesler. So the shot actually up and in by Braden Giesler gets the bucket. He's got his 8-point first bucket of the half for Wildcats. And Giesler will have a chance to complete a three-point play. 8 points for the Giesler. Next one, free throw is up and good, so he's got 9. And back in the contest will be Jace Foy for the Wildcats. (40-25) is our score. Jasper with the 15-point lead. Verkamp. Goller, shot up and in. Grant Goller has 12, leads the Jeeps in scoring this evening. Second bucket of the quarter. 5 points in the quarter altogether for Grant.
Here's where they're going to say in that zone defense, just be patient. Pass the ball around. Don't force anything.
Run the clock.
Yep.
Driving to the basket is up and no good is Jace Foy, but he does draw the foul. So Foy will go to the line. He's got 3 points. 1 for 1 from the line tonight. He'll have 2 shots coming. First one is good. By the way, the foul was called on Sheets, who has his second. Next one is good. So great free throw shooting continues for the Wildcats tonight. 5 for 5 here in the third quarter alone. And they once again jump out to a 15-point, 42-27 lead with 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Here's a three-pointer up and good by number 30, Aiden Sheets. So Aiden Sheets picks up his first points of the night on the three-point basket. Nabi will try to answer for a three. It's no good. Tipped up, no good. Here is a shot up by Giesler, no good, but he'll draw the foul. It looks like that'll be on Verkamp. His second foul. Jeeps already down to foul difficulty with their 5th already here in the third quarter. And going to the line anyway, being a foul in the act of shooting, will be Giesler, and he misses that first one. Giesler has 9 points. Second one is good. Geese with 10. Maddox Schnell back in the lineup for the Northeast Dubois. 13-point lead for the Wildcats. 43-30 is our score. Here in the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Schnell over to Sheets. Goller now. He'll try to drive the baseline, lose the handle. Jasper comes up with it. Ernie quickly brings it up the floor. Wallace over to Giesler. Giesler finds Wallace down low, puts a shot off the glass and in. Will Wallace has his 5th point.
It was nice interior passing there by Giesler. I mean, he got the ball in the middle of the floor and was able to find Wallace.
And as a result, the Wildcats are back up by 15, 45-30 with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Ball is stolen by Giesler and back to Northeast Dubois. Here is Dooley with shot up, no good. And Giesler brings it up the floor and clears it out to Noblet. 1:15 to play in the third. Down low to Giesler, up and in. To Braden Giesler. Got him for 12, I believe. 6 altogether in this third quarter. Under a minute to go, 17-point lead for the Cats. Here's a shot up, no good. Long ball is knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Maddox Schnell. So the Cats will have it. Trip Verkamp back in. He'll replace Dooley. So 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jasper leads it by 17, 47-30. Foy out to Wally. Noblet, three-pointer, off the mark, no good. Rebound Northeast Dubois. and Burkamp will bring it up the floor. Goaler, 24 seconds on the clock. Furman drives the baseline, loses the handle. Noblet comes up with it, 15 seconds. Jasper will have the basketball, and he tries to find Wallace on an outlet pass, which was wide and out of bounds, and a turnover for the Wildcats.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those tonight on both sides.
Let's just settle down here, fellas. You got a 17-point lead in the waning seconds of the third quarter. And
yeah, I mean, you had plenty of time to bring the ball, slow down, and to get the last shot.
They call it a jump ball as he just looked like he lost his footing, but I don't know.
I'm not even going to.
Never mind. 3.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. 17-point lead for Jasper. They'll have the basketball to close out this third. Ernie stops, gets a shot off. It is no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter of play with the score Jasper 47, Northeast Dubois 30. Back with the fourth quarter after this on 18 WJTS. Quarter with the Wildcats up by a 17-point lead. Both teams an even 12 points in the third.
Yeah, it was evenly played. I wouldn't say cleanly played. So far, I've got Dubois for 14 turnovers and Jasper for 10 on the game. So I'm sure neither coach is going to be real pleased with that. But, you know, moving forward, we've got to continue to play the way we've played for 2.5 quarters, because I don't think we've come out playing real well to start the third quarter. But
jumper is good by Tripp Burkamp to start the fourth quarter scoring. Tripp's got 5, 47-32. Giesler out on the backcourt. Finds Noblet on the right wing. Andrew circles the top of the key. Back to Gies. See what whistle to traveling is going to be called on Logan Day. I was about to say, well, you know, it's nice to kind of start a ball moving a little bit and just kind of trying to find a little bit of rhythm. But either way, turnovers, it's when you're up by 15 in the fourth quarter. Almost a steal by Giesler there as he tried to find that pass, pick off that pass that was intended for Maddox Schnell. Chiefs have it. Goaler, and now out to 3 on the way up and in by Drew Schraring. Schraring will pick up his 5th point, and a timeout is called. 6:54 to go in the ball game. Jasper leads at 47-35. Full timeout. Back after this on 18 WJTS. With 6:54 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Wildcats will have the basketball with a lead of 47-35. And Giesler will inbound it. Now that over to Butel, and Max will bring it up the floor, guarded heavily by Schnell for the Jeeps. Logan Day now to Wallace. Day in the corner. Nobby over to Wallace. Giesler now. Wallace inside, one hand shot up and in. Will Wallace, he's got, 7 points for the Wildcat senior. 49-35, Jasper with the lead, and Chiefs with the basketball. Long 3-point shot is no good. Rebound goes to Goaler. Goaler will put it up and get the shot to fall. And Goaler with his 13th point, I believe. Actually, 14 points for Goaler. 49-37 is the score. Steal by the Jeeps. They have the basketball. Here's Schraring. Out in the backcourt is Guller. Guller will drive. He'll deal it out in the corner to Schraring, and Schraring will put a shot up and in. Nice drive to the hole there by Drew Schraring to pick up his 7th point. 49-39. The Jeeps now cut it to 10.
Yeah, they're clawing their way back a little bit.
Noblet drives the baseline, but he was fouled as he put up the shot, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
But again, I like the fact that he put the ball on the floor and went to the hole hard. Now he has an opportunity to get 2 points from the free throw line.
Noblet's got 13 points. He nails the first of those 2. He is 9 for 9 from the line tonight.
Dubois is going to take a full timeout.
And a full timeout called by the Jeeps. 50-39 is their score. Just under 5 minutes to play in this one. Jasper leads it by 11, and we'll be back after this. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, Northeast Dubois with the timeout. And back to the line is Andrew Noblet to shoot the second of 2 free throws in this trip. He is 9 for 9 from the line tonight with 14 points. Second one is good. So Noblet with 15 to lead the Wildcats in scoring. 51-39 is our score. Under 5 minutes to play. Jeeps with the basketball. Done a nice job kind of getting back in this contest in the last few moments of this ball game.
Yeah, Jasper needs to pick up the defense a little bit. Like you said, we've given up a couple easier baskets here to start the 4th quarter.
Here is Guller, spins off a man, draws the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Guller's got 14 points. Foul is going to be on Wallace, his 3rd. Guller with 14 points. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from the line. And he is short on that one. Next one is no good as well. Noblet comes down with the board. 4:25 to go in the ball game. Jasper on top, 51-39. Wallace with it. Day back out to Wallace. He will draw the foul on, looks like it's going to be called on Drew Schraring. His 2nd. I believe that's the 2nd team foul on the Jeeps here in the 4th. So Geisler will take it out on the far sideline to Butel. Max brings it across the timeline. Ball is stolen away by Verkamp. He will deal it off to Schnell, who is going to be hammered as he goes up for the layup. That one will go against Geisler. It will be his 3rd. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Maddox Schnell. He is short on that. Schnell is yet to score in this contest. Second one is good. So Maddox Schnell picks up his first point of the night. 11-point lead for the Wildcats, 51-40. 4 minutes to go. So the Cats with the basketball. Noblet hands it off to Butel. Wallace now looks for Andrew. Tries to find Butel down low. The ball is knocked away. Here is a turnaround shot up and in by Jace Foy. So Jace Foy picks up his 7th point. 53-13, Jasper back up by 13. 53-40, Jasper back up by 13. Shot is off, no good by Dooley. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Jasper. So Jasper with a 13-point lead, 3:21 to go in this contest.
Just a matter of taking care of the basketball now.
I was just going to ask, what do you think? Is that or just going to try to force and put it away, which they try, and foul is going to be called on Northeast Dubois as Wallace will go up for the shot and will shoot two.
Just the same way it is at the close of any game. Take care of the basketball and hit your free throws.
That one is going to be hard. No good off the back of the rim. Wallace with 7 points, by the way. .3:15 to go in this contest. Next one is good. 8 points for Will Wallace. Wildcats doing a very fine job from the line tonight. Here's a 3-point shot. Looked like I was partially blocked as the shot was put up by Furman.
I don't know what they called there.
I'm waiting to find out myself.
I'm thinking that they called out of bounds. Butel was maybe laying out of bounds when he touched the ball. I'm not sure.
Nonetheless, it belongs to Northeast Dubois.
Coach Gable standing there at half court. I don't think he quite understood either what.
Here's a steal by Noblet, deals it over to Giesler. Giesler tries to draw a foul. He does. The shot does not fall. So Braden Giesler will go to the line. He's got 12 points. He is 1 for 2 from the line, by the way, tonight.
They're going to call that on the floor.
They're going to call on the floor. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Foul was called, by the way, on Aiden Dooley. Got 2. Under 3 minutes to go. Down low to Noblet. 3 on the way is good by Jace Foy. Jace Foy with his first 3-point shot of the night. He's got 10, 5 of which here in the third quarter. There's another steal. And up and in on a slam dunk by Giesler. Braden Giesler's got 14 points. On the other end, up and in by number 10, Grant Goller for Northeast Dubois. Goller's got 16 tonight to lead the Jeeps in scoring. So now we're going back and forth down the floor with 2 minutes to go, nearing the 2-minute mark. And a foul is going to be called on Northeast Dubois as Aiden Dooley will pick up his third. Jace Foy will go to the line to shoot 2. As that was the 5th foul on the Jeeps here in the fourth quarter. And Foy nailed the first of 2. He's got 6, make it 7. 7 points for Jace Foy, 61-42. 19-point lead for the Wildcats. Here's a 3 up, no good. Rebound shot is up and in by Drew Schraring. Schraring's got 7 points in this fourth quarter, 9 in the contest, 61-44. Minute 38 to go. And a scramble for the loose ball. And coming up with it is the Wildcats, and a foul is going to be called on Northeast Dubois. He's getting a little bit out of whack now here in the latter minutes here.
A little bit. Dubois is scrambling, big time trying to get the ball, and we're being a little lackadaisical with it.
And Jace Foy will go to line to shoot 2. He hits the first of those 2. 6 points. 6 for 6 at the line is Foy, as Wholesale changes now coming in for the Wildcats as we got Sager and Kuntz coming in.
Fisher, I think, is too.
All right, Reese Fisher is in the contest as well. Next one by Foy is good. And a substitution for the Jeeps. So Reese Fisher in the contest, along with Thomas Sager and Kai Kuntz. For Jasper.
Bachman, Brewer, we're in for Dubois, Betts, Sheets, and Burkamp.
.118 to go, 63-44 is our score. Here's a three-point shot up and in by Jaden Brewer. Brewer, his first points of the night on the three-point basket. 109 to go, 63-47 is our score. Butel will work it. 1 minute to go now. Foy. Off to Sager. Thomas Sager with the basketball. Over to Fisher. 45 seconds to go now. Jasper will milk the clock down now as Kuntz has it in the backcourt. Kai deals it over to Foy. 35 seconds now. Jasper on their way to even their record at 7-7. While the Jeeps will fall to 8-7 on the year. 23 seconds to go. He's wanting them to shoot there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
the students, that is.
The student section was wanting them to shoot, but I think Coach Gable might have had other thoughts.
Fisher with it, 11 seconds. Foy will hold it. Foy will drive it down the baseline, and that will bring us to the end of this ball game with the Wildcats winning by the score of 63-47 over the Northeast Dubois Jeeps. The final score, Jasper 63, Northeast Dubois 47. Wildcats, as I said, pick up their 7th victory of the year and even the record at 7-7. While Northeast Dubois will fall to 8-7. And a ball game, like I said, Jason, kind of had different storylines to it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I thought, we talked about at halftime that, we thought we played well the first half. I think, for the most part, we played well all night. Other than, in my opinion, the start of the third quarter, we were a little lackadaisical. Didn't play the way we were capable of playing. But I thought we rebounded there in the third quarter and played the last half a lot better, a lot cleaner. But again, overall, I think I had us unofficially for 13 turnovers and Dubois for 16. That's a lot of turnovers in a high school basketball game. But like we talked before the game started, that we needed to see signs of moving forward, and I felt like we had some of those tonight. So we got to continue that tomorrow night when we make the trip up to New Albany. Obviously, it's going to be a different ball game. Not taking anything away from Dubois, but New Albany's going to be a little more athletic, and from what I understand, New Albany's having a pretty decent year this year. So you're gonna see some better athletes tomorrow night, some different style of play, potentially a team that may get out there and full court press you. But we'll just have to see how it turns out. But moving forward from tonight, you got to take some positives away from this game, and we needed that. We were running there on fumes, running even keel, not getting better. And I felt like tonight we did some things that we needed to do to get better. So we got to continue that now. You can't just do it one game and be satisfied with it.
Absolutely, and coming into this contest, like you said, and we talked about it earlier, things start really getting interesting in the next at least 3 games. As you mentioned, going down to play very, very fine New Albany, always good New Albany team, even though they struggled a little bit the last couple of years. In fact, Jasper has won the last 2 contests against the Bulldogs for the first time, I believe, ever. And anyway, but it's going to be a different story tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting to see. So after New Albany, then we go up to Bar Reeve on Thursday and Heritage Hills. The Patriots here next Saturday. So.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kerry. That's 3 formidable opponents. New Albany's always, it's a big school. They're very athletic. Then you turn around and you play Bar Reeve, which is a very small school, but very basketball savvy and very skilled when it comes to the game of basketball. And, and you mix in Heritage Hills in there, obviously with the Sicily boy, they've got a good team and a good program that they've been getting better every year also. So, those are 3 games that will humble you a little bit and kind of put you in your place. But there's no reason why we can't continue to play well against those 3 opponents.
Absolutely. And, and one thing, interesting stat I want to point out tonight, at least I had them for, was the Wildcats doing a heck of a job tonight finishing off plays from the line tonight. I have right now, I had Andrew Noblet 10 for 10 from the line tonight. Logan Day 7 for 7. Altogether, Jasper 21 to 24 from the line tonight. So.
That's very good. That'll win you a lot of ball games. I mean, that's 21 points, and you take that away from the final score, and you've got a really close ball game. Mm-hmm. So it goes to show you how important free throws can be in the course of a high school basketball game.
We'll take a quick look at the individual scoring as we wait for one of the coaches to come up and join us here, Jason. For Northeast Dubois, they were led in scoring tonight by Grant Goller with 16 points, although he struggled, like Northeast Dubois himself struggled from the line tonight, but he still finished with 16 points for the Jeeps, while number 0, Drew Schraring had 9 points, 5 points for Trip Burkamp, 6 points for Adam Dooley, 4 points for Clay Furman for this evening, 3 points apiece by Aiden Sheets and Jaden Brewer for the Jeeps, and 1 point for Maddox Schnell. For the Wildcats this evening, they were led in scoring by Andrew Noblet with 15 points, 14 points apiece by Braden Giesler and Logan Day, 8 points apiece by Will Wallace and Max Butel, and 3 points Max Butel with 3, 8 points by Logan Day, I should say. Day and Wallace, I should say, with 8 points apiece. Anyway, Max Butel with 3 this evening. It's very balanced scoring for the Wildcats tonight, too, as well.
Yeah, there's no doubt that that's what you need in a high school game. You need all of your players to contribute, and it makes for a fun night.
So the Wildcats win the ball game tonight by the score of 63 to 47 over Northeast Dubois. As we said, the Cats now even the record at 7-7. Northeast Dubois will fall to 8-7. Caleb Bagley will join us here in the post game. Caleb, let's talk about this ball game for Jasper. Of course, as we said, a little bit on the slide, coming into this contest, losing 4 out of 5, but we're not going to dwell on that too much. This is another night, but it was a good game for us to kind of really work out some cakes and just talk about what your feelings are on this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a physical game, and that's kind of what you expect anytime you play Dubois. They're a tough-nosed group of kids and play really, really hard. And, it was nice to get off to a good start. I think it was one of our better first quarters, I felt like, of the year, as far as in a while at least. It's nice to see the ball go in early in the game and kind of get to take that little burden off your back.
It's kind of establishes, as I say, like a tempo or at least the foundation for it, and perhaps. But obviously, things could change. So.
Right. And they, like I said, they've been playing. They do a good job mixing defenses, and when you come out and make a few shots, it kind of limits them mixing defenses a little bit more. Maybe not be as confident in running that 2-3 zone, but. I thought our guys handled it well. It was physical, and our guys were tough with the ball and made things tough on them on the defensive side.
They did, and that there's evident then. I think at one point, I don't remember what the total was, but we had them easily for like about 14 turnovers in this contest. But going back to us, they'll obviously put a very good job on the defensive end. And then another thing is I'd like to point out our free throw shooting tonight. I had us for 21 to 24, but I'm not exactly sure if that's right. But still, a little bit of everything for tonight is improving with this club.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can, shoot and really make more free throws than the opponent shot. I don't know how many they took, but anytime you go to the free throw line that many times, you're just putting pressure on the defense. And there in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, we got a chance to kind of go in transition and finally, took the ball to their chest when they jumped up through the air. But like I said, it's a physical game, so you got to be, if you're tough with the ball, you should be shooting free throws, and we did a good job of that.
Well, as we go ahead and move on down the next 3 nights, or 3 games we have are really some difficult contests. Tomorrow night, of course, we take on a totally different ball club in New Albany. We'll start with that.
Yeah, they've got a good team. They're one of the top teams in the state in scoring. So they're always they've got a good athletic team, but new coach down there. It's going to be a little weird not seeing Coach Shannon on the sideline for him, but
Jim Shannon is long gone now.
So but same kind of New Albany team. Like they've got good players, and that's a rich tradition they've got down there. So it's going to be a completely different test, and we've got to do what we do and go down there and have it with a tough mindset that says, we're going to take care of the basketball and play good hard defense.
Doesn't get much better when you look. If you want to go ahead and look ahead to Thursday night at Bar Reeve next weekend with Heritage Hills. But these are the games that you want to play, because what it all boils down to is what happens down in sectional times.
Yeah, I mean, the only way to prepare for the sectional is to play good teams, and we've got a stretch of it coming up that, there's not one game on the schedule that you can look at and be like, we got a, really, really good chance of winning that one, which is good. Those are the things you got to like, and going on the road tonight or tomorrow night, and then going on the road Thursday night at Bar Reeve, and it should bring some excitement. I mean, that's when it's fun.
You, of course, along with Andy Noblet, run the junior varsity squad as well. You won tonight over the Jeeps, 45-26. Talk a little bit about your JV ball club up to this point.
Yeah, they really physical game tonight that they did a good job of handling, and turned the ball over a decent amount, but overall just did a nice job, especially defensively. And it's one thing we talked to them about in practice is just, you guard our varsity every day, and we don't see much more physical or quicker than we do, in a JV game than we do in practice. So, but we got a group of guys that's listening, and they're getting better, and that's the important thing.
Caleb, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Great game tonight. Good victory for the Wildcats, getting back on the winning track with a 63-47 victory over the Northeast Dubois Jeeps here at the Jasper High School Gymnasium. The Wildcats, as I said, now even their record at 7-7. They will be on the road tomorrow night to take on the New Albany Bulldogs down in Floyd County for a long trip down I-64. While the Jeeps will be, their next ball game will be tomorrow evening as well. They will be at Oakland City to take on the Wood Memorial Trojans. So again, the Wildcats with the victory tonight, 63-47. As we already said, they will be taking on the New Albany Bulldogs on Saturday night at New Albany. We'll have that game for you tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock here on 18 WJTS. For Jason Stom, Caleb Bagley, and Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kerry Schneider saying goodnight from the Jasper High School Gym. Again, the final score, Jasper 63, Northeast Dubois 47. So long, everybody.